Okay, listen, we're going to start off with a big story, everybody. Meta is in pretty hot water after hiding search results for the words like Democrats on Instagram. After Donald Trump's inauguration, it kind of kicked in right afterward. And anyone who tried to use that hashtag or like, I'm going to look up Kamala Harris or hashtag DNC or hashtag the left, they got a message that looked like this. We've hidden these results. The term you searched for may contain sensitive content. It's very even hard to say, but anyway, some people are saying now they're deleting their Instagram and Facebook accounts in response to that. So, Farah, there's a protest happening online. Right. Is deleting your Meta accounts the right answer?
Look, I think it's great if we could do it, right? But how many of you would actually do that?
Yeah,
like, let's be realistic.
Raise your hand.
Right?
Really?
Really? You're very principled, and I love that for you. But I'm just wondering if it's realistic for people to do it. People have business, they do their business like we saw on TikTok. So I think the better solution to me is to educate people. I already do think, though, that Instagram is the new Twitter. I posted something recently, and it was about Mark Carney, just for liberal leadership. I'm just doing these little news posts every now and then, and I could not believe the vitriol I got on Instagram. Like, Instagram's supposed to be the happy place.
It is. It's still my happy place.
There were 900 comments talking about like all these conspiracy theories and accusing me of being paid by the Liberal Party and people are arguing with each other, and I was like,
do you think your post was amplified in a strange way, like to people that might
honestly, I wouldn't put it past them. I think we're already almost there, and I think the solution is education. I don't know if
the solution is education. We're not keeping up quickly enough. I hope for a disruptor in this space. So, and I know people have been talking about Blue Sky because it's the alternative.
Oh, like a whole new app.
I want a whole new app. I want to get rid of both of these apps, but I agree with you, right? Get rid of them. I'm still hopeful that there could be a better social media option that would keep people's mental health intact. I'm not 100% sure that that is true. One of the things that I did when I was on leave was I stopped using all forms of social media. And I can't tell you, if you haven't done this as an experiment, go off all social media for 2 months, see how you feel. Because we are all being hijacked all the time. Wow. It's incredible. It's incredible.
I just started sweating really bad.
It's very powerful. I will say, though, we still need options for things like our favorite cat videos, and also that I constantly am sending to Jess.
Important
stuff. If I wasn't on social media, I will say I might have missed this, and maybe some of you saw this as well through social media, which was Bishop Marianne Budd. Okay? So she, of course, she's a bishop in Washington, if you aren't familiar with this story, who led a mass in front of Trump and his family and some of his cohorts, and she said this.
In the name of our God, I ask you to have mercy upon the people in our country who are scared now. There are gay, lesbian, and transgender children in Democratic, Republican, and independent families. Some who fear for their lives.
So Trump was...
Can I just get like that? I want a standing ovation. Really? This is what we need to do.
And it's like she said the truth in such a kind way. Just a kind, gentle, pleading, using God as an example of forgiveness. And he is mad, calling her nasty. Yeah, so it's true. It's reminding us that he only likes freedom of speech when it aligns with his...
What do you think, Jess?
I think unfollowing, that's the question. Like, should we unfollow? I think it's a nice idea in theory, but how effective would it be when 77 million people voted for Trump? Do you know what I mean? So all the people who didn't vote were unfollowing. More people voted for him. And, there are billions of users around the world. So I just don't know how effective it would be. And then I was thinking maybe it's just persistence, like go for the advertisers, keep talking about it all the time, persistence. But quite frankly, who's got the bandwidth or the attention span for that? Because of the very platform that we're trying to, you know what I mean? It's keep it in the news, keep it in the news. But what's that? Oh, that's a cat. I want to go pet the cat. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I want that recipe.
Squirrel.
Yeah.
Mel, you
Absolutely.
Twitter is
Mel
also
had something that you were talking about this morning that that adds a whole other dimension to the story.
And
Oh
sorry,
my
you
gosh.
tell it, but I'll just say it happened to me too. So
Did it happen to you too?
I just
Okay.
checked. Yeah.
And this is good. This is for the
probably
argument
on you
of
guys.
this is for the argument of not getting off these platforms and staying on, because what happened to me yesterday was our makeup artist Lucas had said, "Oh, have you seen the stuff that's going on with who you're following? Do you know that you're probably following Trump and Vance on Instagram?" I said, "I'm not following Trump and Vance on Instagram." He goes, "Open up your Instagram." And I looked and I went, how am I am not following, but it says I'm following Trump and Vance. And I panicked and I said, how did this happen? I unfollowed and then I started to look it up online and I said to myself, I was following the former vice president and the former president, but those accounts have been archived and those are separate accounts.
Yeah.
New accounts popped up and they automatically made me follow the new accounts. So that's a problem. It gets worse. It gets worse. So I unfollowed saying I will not support them at all and I don't want the algorithm feeding me stuff because of the people I follow. So I unfollowed. All of a sudden last night I said, let me just double check because I'm hearing people saying you're following again. It's possible. I said, well, no, they won't manipulate my account. I opened it and I was following those counts again. Somebody did that. Now,
your eyes
I'm not going to
open.
say conspiracy or coincidence, but I'm going to say conspiracy.
Guys, but we have to remember, like, who's behind. What are these social media sites for? They're so you stay on, right? Why do you stay on? Because you're angry, because you're divided, because of all this stuff.
You're hungry.
They're making money, and it's leading to the spiraling or the downfall or the eroding of democracy. That's
I think the word for this
here.
is not only media manipulation, I think it's called propaganda.
Yeah, it's the
manipulation.
What did you say this morning?
It's the broligarchy.
Broligarchy.
The broligarchy has arrived in Washington.
It's worse than the oligarchy because they're controlling your thought, right? They're trying to change the algorithm so what you see in this echo chamber is what they want you to see. And that's dangerous. And let's not forget, when we think back about democracy, it can go. Democracy is fragile. Think about what happened in Nazi Germany, right? They controlled the newspapers. They didn't let any opposition papers. It wasn't social media then. It was traditional media. It can happen again. We have to be
I feel
really
like
careful.
we have to just be on guard because it might be happening right now.
Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.